What I want to look at now is your mass transport for this area. Wow, we are going to completely redo your mass transit. So let me just remove all the things. Hello everybody and welcome back to Fix Your City with me, Biffa, and we're doing something a little bit different today. We are going to be looking at a slightly smaller city in size. This is 32,000 in population, making money, and it's not the biggest city ever, but there's a lot of issues and problems which I think we can fix up and make this city the best that it can be. And it might be the sort of things that you're doing in your slightly smaller cities that you need to get a grip on, that you need to change, and it will help you as you expand your city. So this city was sent in by Boss, and they just said they've got loads of traffic. Well, let's just take a look. If we zoom out in this view, so we've got the three sort of different areas where they built, and the traffic is pretty bad. The percentage is 57%. And that is with despawning on. So you know how we do on here. If you're using Traffic Manager, you can click that button and it takes it from easy/vanilla mode, which is how the game normally works, which is if the traffic gets too bad, it makes some of the cars disappear. We're going to put it to no despawning mode. And I'd like you to tell me what you think the traffic's going to get to. So leave a comment below. How bad is the traffic going to get? And we're going to run this game forward in this view so we can keep an eye on that, and I'll be back with you in a couple of seconds for you and in probably about half an hour for me, and we'll see what the traffic's like. Okay, we're back. Do you know what? That didn't actually take as long as I thought it would. So you can see what it looks like. Let's come out of this and see what the percentage is. 13%. It was actually 10% a second ago. Oh, 12%. So I think that's the sort of 10 to 12%. That is what it's going to be. Coming over here into, this is a complete industrial zone separate from everything else, which we'll talk about that a bit in a moment. Coming in is fine. Going out, not so good. So all of these people are all coming over here and want to get over here to deliver the goods over to the commercial zones, or it's the people coming back from work possibly as well. So you're going to get a lot of traffic like that. What else have we got over here where it comes into this area? Yeah, lots of traffic coming down here. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do is as we go along, we're going to just fix up some of these things. And what am I looking for here? Highway road. You don't have a huge selection of roads. That's fine. You were basically doing this with very minimal mods and nothing else. So if you don't know before why we do that, that's because if I just delete that car, we now get a dedicated lane off. If we do that. So that's a bit of lane mathematics. So 3 lanes, one goes off down to 2, one comes back on. It goes like that. So what that means is, look, this lane has now become a dedicated lane for turning off, so people are going to start coming past. So all of these were sat in that traffic when they didn't need to be. And then what you can do if things get a little bit busy coming off like that, you go there, Control S, so they all get a lane each to come back on. Let's have a look down here. So you've got a bit of a weird setup here. First of all, you've got both the lanes bashing into each other over here. I'll fix that in a moment. Actually, I'll fix that now because I'm going to downgrade that to 2 lanes and 2 lanes. And then it goes down to this road that goes in both directions. You're basically taking, what you had was 2 lanes here, going down to 1 lane because you've got that other one coming up, and you're doing the same here. This section is all a little bit weird, I'll be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to, if you, you know, you've got this here. I'm gonna use this because you've got. Oh, is that 2-way? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that is going to come off there just to give us a little bit of space, and then we can do something with this. Okay, so we're going to bring that up to there, and then what we're going to use is the roundabout builder mods, and we're going to pop that on there. I could probably make that a little bit bigger. So now what we can do, once we braced this roundabout, because if we don't brace it, any rows that we add to it is going to make the roundabout go ping, and it'll all go all over the place. We'll get one of those, And that'll go to there. And we'll get one of those. And that'll go to there. And then we'll just use the move it mod to do that. Change that round the other way. Excellent. Then we want this to be 3 lanes on there, which is going to be the highway. So I like to have one more lane on here than we've got for the roads coming in. That needs to turn around the other way. There we go. And then this can join onto here. Okay, so what's that? That's 2 lanes in each direction. Yeah, so if we just take a road like this, that can come straight into there. And that's fine. That connects down here. Okay, this one over here. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to maneuver that. I'm going to put that at the end of that road there. And then this road, we can sort of bring it up into here. So I'm going to delete that. Use my picker mod to grab that. And then I want extra lanes coming out of here. So I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to put 2 of those in. I'm going to put 3 of those in. And I'm going to turn that one round. So we've got 2 lanes going through there. Let's delete all of that. And then we'll use the priority signs. Control, Shift, left click. There we go. So we've got giveaway signs coming on. Dedicated lanes going off. And then if we unpause that, hopefully what will happen if we speed things up a bit. I mean, it might just take a while. Don't forget, we've got ridiculous amounts of traffic. But it's definitely going to be a lot better. And also, I've just remembered over here, we're going to do a bit of a Hugo there through this. So they've got a lane each. And then once this traffic all goes down, that won't be so much of an issue. Okay, let's continue down this road and see where this is going. We've got a lot of people dying now. We're at 32,000, weren't we? And it's getting worse. Oh, autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea there. And don't forget to check out biffaplaysmerch.com for all your lane mathematics, autosave, sip of tea, and Hugo there merchandise needs. Yeah, where were we? We were following this road down here, weren't we, to see where this traffic goes. So they're all coming down here, and then we're hitting this sort of junction here. You're a big fan of 6-lane roads, aren't you? With this main bit down here, I mean, if you want to leave that as 6-lane roads, that's fine. These side ones, I wouldn't necessarily do it. Oh, there's bus stops right there, which is like a very bad place to have bus stops. So, yeah, you've got 6-lane roads coming all the way through and then down to another roundabout. And this roundabout's got a ridiculous amount of lanes on it. So look, what we're going to do, let's sort out the main roundabouts and things first. There we go. And I guess that's like a... Whoa, hang on, let's just pause there because I've messed up something there. Yeah, you've got some huge roads going down to small roads going into tiny roads. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And you've got this going 2 ways and you're forcing people to go somewhere different. What is this road here for? I don't even know. Yeah, we're going to delete that one. You really don't need that. This might end up going somewhere else at some point. What I'm going to do is we're going to just pop that on there. And then we're going to get this one here like we did before and put that as 2 lanes going into the roundabout. This way around will be better. Excellent, excellent. And then we'll get this and we're going to do Control, Shift, left click. Dedicated lanes coming off, giveaway signs, all the good stuff. What you haven't got here, because you've got paths coming down here, but they can't get around this roundabout now. So we're going to use this one here. Pedestrian bridge builder. We'll go for inner roundabout. Elevation. We'll go 8. We'll try that. How does that look? Yeah, that's high enough. People can get round each way they need to go. Excellent. And I was going to do that over here as well. There we go. So it's only putting them in on the roads that need them. Obviously, they're not going to be walking up here. They can get down there. Excellent. Yep, that's good. What have we got going on here? So you've got this coming in, and you've tried to sort of connect this up. Alright, do you know what? Once you sort of expand out this way, you really need to change all of this for a proper junction. And also, what we're going to do here is connect these two, which it's not going to let me do. So I'm going to use the Move It mod. And that just means if people need to get round, they can do. So they're not sort of lost on the different options they can do. And what have we got going down here? Again, you've got one-way road, but coming from a two-way road, which is just odd. And what I'm going to do is change that. So it's good that you've got a way in and a way out separated on the roundabout. And the reason I'm doing this one here is because when we get up here, there we go. It's going to be a lane for each direction. We'll do the same on this one. Yeah, and then when you get down here, let's just continue with that one into there. In fact, we're going to make that a little bit better. Let's grab that. That's going to go into there. Curves in a little bit, and then when it comes off of here, that's 3 lanes going all the way. Oh my goodness, you've got like lanes galore. Let me just downgrade a lot of these to 2 lanes. Oh, I see. And then they can leave here. There we go. Let's turn that around. That's fine. So 2 lanes in. You've got 3 lanes on the roundabout. Same there. And yeah, we're going to do this one here. I mean, that's 4 lanes into 2, but to be honest, they're not that busy, so I wouldn't worry too much. And then we'll just make sure, Control Shift left click, there we go. So we've got all the giveaway signs, all the dedicated lanes, all the things you need. And then up here, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of Hugo there. So they're definitely going to say it's those lanes for those things. And what I'm doing here is I'm making this segment here, once all this traffic goes down, they can queue back to here in those 2 lanes before they head out this way. So that is the idea. Right. So let's head back across here. Right, down to this junction here. And yeah, you've got bus things that are braking. Just looking through here, what else we've got going on. Okay, so we want to give them more than one way to get over here. So we've got, this goes through there to this roundabout and they head in. We've got this sort of toll booth thing here, and then we've got this road here which sort of, yeah, splits between all of that. We could just run another road along the back here. There we go. Not perfectly straight, but that will have to do. And then all along here, I'm going to say you've got to give way. All of these roads, and you've got dedicated turning lanes for any that you need. And that just keeps this whole thing moving. I mean, we have got this here, but hopefully that won't be too bad. And then down here, I'm just sort of thinking what to do with this. Maybe let's make this... I'll tell you what we're going to do. Is we're going to downgrade this one. We'll go with this one. We're going to downgrade this one through here to the end, and then we're going to do the same going in the other direction because you really don't need it this big. But what we're going to do is I was going to carry that on down to here. It means the houses are going to have to rebuild themselves, and we've got a little park there that will need manoeuvring. So that sort of leaves us with this. So this one down here doesn't need to be that big either. The reason I'm downgrading these roads is because sort of these larger, I'm pretty sure these have got different speeds on as well. So this is speed 50. Let's grab that one there. That is 60, yeah. So we're sort of telling the traffic where we want it to go by changing these roads. So that through there, I mean, that's fine. That sort of avenue looking thing. But I want the main route through here to be continuous going through. So any roads that are joining onto this are going to be give way like that. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to pause it. I don't want this connection here. This one coming down here is fine. But I'm going to bring this one back just so we don't lose the road. I mean, we don't need that connection really at all, so I'm just thinking we could have just left that in there and just sort of have it go up to there, so anybody that needs to get down there can come in here and go around, because there's not much going on down here, which is fine. I might just fill that back in again for you, like that and like that. So then all we've got is this crossroads here, and then this one here. We don't have asymmetric roads this size, do we? So I'm wondering whether to upgrade the end of that or not. Let's see if we can do it with a control left click. So we get dedicated lanes, and these will be double lanes, double use lanes, and then control left click with that. So we get a traffic light in there, which will hopefully, we've got a lot of traffic coming down there. So what we want to see is these guys coming down here just keep moving constantly. And this thing not stopping too long and causing any problems. So it's hard to judge a traffic light when you've got a big backlog of traffic like you've got coming up here. I mean, these are struggling to get around the corner, aren't they? But we can see this isn't backed up. This isn't backed up. This way, I mean, let's wait for the lights to go. Where does it go back to when the light changes? It's all, man, it's going all the way down here. I don't think these cars are all going to get out. No, they're not. So we might need to adjust that, but at least that's going to keep things moving. So, what have we got going on? We've got everybody traveling from here to over here to either work in the industry up here or the industry to deliver the goods down here. And it's all coming down this one big highway. So ideally, I would change this junction out and have options to come round here and come in. So then you've got two options. Also, what would be good is not having all of your industry over there. I think you've got a teeny tiny bit down here. And that's it. Let's have a look at the resources we've got around. This one here. Yeah, so we've got lots of trees and things around. So we could just pop like some industry down. Oh, that's out of the thing. This bit here. You could literally put a small little industry in there like this. There we go, forest industry. Just thinking the best way to connect that up. See, this road coming through here could be quite good. Or we can make use of this road down here. So what I'm going to do is grab this one, upgrade that. I accidentally lost my paths. Whoops, let's put those back in. There we go, and then we can bring this road. Okay, so they can get in and out over here, no problem. Just checking. Yeah, the reason I connected that road up before is so we don't get any of these lines here if there was no road connected, and that would stop people using it, but we're okay. I've decided to connect this road up that's now going round here. I'm going to connect it over there. So if people want to get in this way, so this area and this area, they don't need to go up through here to the highway all the way down here and round. But of course, you've got all your one-way roads here. So what I'm thinking of doing is changing these. I'm going to change all of these to 4-lane roads around here. So we'll get some traffic going in different directions. But it also means we can hook up some other roads in. So I can probably guess why you've done it. You've probably had really bad traffic and then thought, whoops, I'm going to just, upgrade all of these, get it going in one direction. I can sort of force the traffic to go where I want it to go, which is nice. But, we'll be careful. I'm breaking things as we go along. But that isn't always the best way to do it. So this is good, what you've got here. So where the traffic goes out, it's one section of the roundabout. Where it comes in, it's a different section. That's fine. And the one that goes out is first. So that just gets them out of the way. And you could even have a little bypass like here and just bypass the roundabout altogether. But that's okay. But then once you get down here, like these roads, these might as well be these roads. Okay, so now people have got options to get around here. And once they work that out, we might see more people using this. What are we at? 22%. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm just sort of taking an overview of this here. Oh, we're running out of power. We'll get to that. This could become like a highway junction interchange sort of thing there, but we'll leave it as it is now, keeping it separate. I am going to add a connection through here. So if they need to get from this road to that road, instead of maybe going through the middle here, they'll use that. I'm also thinking about this road here, because it goes all the way down here, then ends in this great big park that's down here. And we could help it by connecting up to this road, which will mean a little bit of jiggery pokery here. You've also got this dump that's right in the middle here. How are you doing for... yeah, garbage processing. People aren't going to want to live near that. I'm going to cheat and use the Move It mod, and that thing is just gone. We're also going to move this winter market somewhere else. Where could we pop that? Yeah, that's just going to go on the end over there, out of the way for now. We'll come back and have a look at that. There we go. So we're going to grab that. Now, there is like a bit of a bit of a hill here. So it depends how you want to do it. I mean, if you're trying to be ultra realistic, you could bring it down the hill, sweep it round and bring it over there. But as we're just sort of trying to learn how to play this game, rather than make everything look amazingly beautiful, we're just going to go straight over the top like that. Excellent. And then when we get down here, we're going to do Control Shift left click. There we go, and put giveaway on the side. So as you can see, we've added lots of ways for people to get around, get to the different places that they need to without necessarily driving through the centre. I fixed the bus routes. I had this road here that wasn't connected, and a lot of bus routes come down here, and that's the bus depot as well. So that's helped with that. I think we're possibly getting to the point where we need to just let things run through it. But just before we do that, wasn't there a problem with power? Yes. Have I disconnected power somewhere? Yeah, I have. That should be okay. Speed things up. Everybody's fine. Okay, good, good, good. What I want to look at now is your mass transport for this area. Wow. Already I can see this is spaghetti central. I'm looking at your metro here. You've got this metro that only goes in one direction. And it is huge. It goes all the way down here. So it's good that you're trying to cover the city. Then it comes up here. Then it goes up over here. Whoops around there. Okay. So it's good what you've done because you're trying to get everybody from, if you remember, we've got a lot of commercial offices here, a lot of residential here, and a lot of industry over there. Oh, I never did put my forestry in, did I? We'll get to that maybe. So it's good that you've covered all of that, but... where are we? Here we go. A route as large as this is just going to take so long. So if you imagine somebody gets on the metro here, but they really want to go, you know, here. They've now got to travel all the way around the whole thing to get all the way back again. And that is a bit of a pain in the neck. So what we're going to do with your metro... Actually, let's have a look through what you've got. So you've got some bus lines, which are running through... So number 2 is red. Where is that one? There it is. So where is that one running? It's running up and down and around this sort of area and up and down those roads there. Okay. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to delete these. We're going to redo these entirely. So everybody's going to be unhappy. Good. And then we're going to come over here to your underground metro. So you've got the blue one that we spoke about, which takes in. You can see it flashing over here. Goes around the whole area. And then you've got this green one. Oh, I see. This is good, is it? Oh, I thought you had... 2 directions there. No, you just sort of looped it round a little bit separate there. Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove those lines and I'm going to remove your metro stations and we are going to completely redo your mass transit. So let me just remove all the things. And there we go, all the tunnels and rails removed. So what we're going to do is I've left your stations in so we can see where they are and see what the coverage is like. So you've got metro here, metro there. I think this is an above ground metro station. Yeah. Okay, let's just go back into here. So we've got 2 quite close together there. You've got one up here. Ooh, what have we got? One there, nothing here, one there. So we need a little bit more spread out. Is this... Oh, it's underground path or road or something. Okay, that looks like it doesn't need to empty anymore. See this as well. You've got this dump right in the middle of houses. That is really, really bad. People will not like to live there. We could just, for now, as they become empty... Was it this one here? Oh, let's empty it again. 0% full. Yeah, I can move it. We're just going to pop them along this main road. Okay, anyway, so back to the mass transit. So in the main area here where all your residents are, you've got 1 metro station there and 1 here. And then you've got some line there we need to delete. Then you've got 1 there and a couple down here. Again, very, very close. So what I'm going to do is just move these around and just try and spread them out a bit. And again, we don't want that going over the highway. There we go. Excellent. So maybe let's look at your big... area here. What I'm going to do is you've got Poplar Heights, yeah. So we've got like 16,000 people in here at the moment, which need to get around. And also what I've just noticed is you've got a lot of straight roads. Yeah, look, I've just realised through here, should have mentioned this before, all of your roads connect to here. So if they want to get anywhere, they have to come down this road, we could do with some connections through the center. And then that's going to come out the other side and connect into there. And then we're going to do the same going the other way. And I'm not going to do it in the same spot. There. That'll be good. Let's put some houses back in. Boink and boink. And then again, what you want to do with a road like this, which we don't want that one there, we want to make that a T-junction. Just showing you a different way of doing this. If we open this mod here, actually click on the road, we can say that every connecting road can be a stop sign, or every connecting road can be a yield sign. So if we do that, there we go. It automatically pops that in. And then all you need to do is come to the one at the end and just manually do that, because it does that. There we go. Excellent. And the other end. Oh, delete, give way. There we go. So that's just a quicker way of doing it. And then we're going to do this one here as well. There we go. Again, we're adding more ways for people to get across town and get to different places. And what you might notice as well is we're still around the 23% mark. So even though we've removed all of your mass transit, it's sort of balancing out with the roads that we're putting in, which is good in a way, you know, that's very helpful. So I'm pretty sure once we start adding the mass transit back in again, that's going to make a huge difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this area here first. We are going to just take a look at what we've got. So we've got offices, we've got high rise, we've got low rise, or not high rise, you know what I mean, low density, and some commercial over there. We've got a little bit of commercial. So we could do a loop of metro going around this area. So let me change it up from what you've got here at the moment. So in this area, this is before 1, 2, and 3. And this is what we've got afterwards. So we've got a loop here, a loop up here, and a loop over here. And these two stations are nice and close together so they can cross from one to the other. And the idea is we can have the same cross-link in between these. Now, all you want to do is when you do something like this is make sure there's a way of getting through, which at the moment there isn't. We do know people are quite happy to walk a long distance. And then, I mean, if you've got mods, you can add a crossing like that. And then what I would do, it's already set to a crossing, I would put a traffic light on the gravel road. We'll come back to these gravel roads in a moment. Or if you don't have mods, what you can do, we're going to pretend they've all been upgraded. We can draw that to stop there. And then you can maybe take one without a tree the other way. And that little natural break in the middle will become a crossing. And then if you want to, you can add, I don't think you can add traffic lights this way, can you? No, okay, it'd have to actually be a junction, but your citizens will cross over there anyway. But then what I would do is maybe add a traffic light just in case. But what you don't want is a long road like this and the only place they can cross is miles away. That's the whole point of this. So they can get over to there. Let me add paths in over here as well. There we go, that's fine, they can cross over. What I have noticed is with a lot of these places, you put these walking paths between the houses, which is a fantastic idea. So I would even go further and add more in. And then if you link up to those at places like this, people will walk a very, very long way in this game. So it's definitely always worth. So we're going to have to sort of bring that one through that building. Maybe let's destroy that small building there. Definitely worth adding these in everywhere you can, and that 100% is going to help with the traffic. Right, okay, so back to that. So that's how we've got it set up. They can cross between those by walking. They can cross between these. Yeah, they can cross over there and go around. So what we need to do now is set up the routes. That's the button that I want. I have that on, I can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, for instance, this one here going clockwise. And that will connect up to there. Everyone's very happy. And then a new line, I will then have one going anti-clockwise. And those two lines now, you can go in either direction very, very quickly. Now, due to my own time constraints, I'm going to quickly get these done. I'm not going to name them all. And there we go. What I've done with the industry line here is I've just done one stop there, one stop here, and then it connects up to a station opposite this one, so people can get off this loop cross over, get onto that station and come down here. I think that will be okay. They can walk around there. We can add a little path. So we could literally do that through there and they can get backwards and forwards quickly. So that sort of covers your area much, much better. We'll see how many people are using that in a moment. And I am thinking about a train line that can take people from over here to all the way down here. Or even to bring your cargo in from here to here. Because I bet if we use the in-game tool here and pick... Actually, no, this is coming from the other direction. This one here. So, yeah, the brown lines is cargo. So, yeah, we can see, look, cargo coming along here. And a lot of them going straight on. If we turn those off. So, a lot are going straight on and leaving the city. So, they're going up there or they're coming down there. And that's fine because they don't get in the way of anything else because of the lane mathematics. And then the ones coming in here... are then going in, see a lot of those are coming up to here, but they're going through this main highway instead of coming this way. Main through road, I should say. Really, we want to try and keep this clean and free. Do you know what I might do on this super busy junction here? I think we are going to try a roundabout because we haven't put one in here yet. And we're going to see how it goes. What sort of size could I get away with? And I'm hoping that once the traffic doesn't get too busy, that's a lot better. We've got this as a 6-lane road coming through here as well, which I don't want. It's just overkill for through there. So I'm going to grab this one and we're going to downgrade that. Darn it. So let's do that so we don't lose our paths. There we go. Downgrade that to a 4-lane, which is absolutely plenty. There we go. Excellent. So that's now 4-lane, that's now 4-lane, that comes into here. Yeah, okay. So let's just see how that goes for a few moments. Hopefully, it's going to work a lot better. What's worth keeping an eye on as well is how many people are walking across here. So if ever you use a highway road to make a roundabout and don't put paths, look at all these extra cars that are going to be crossing. And if we can find where we've got our metro... There we go. Look at how many people are coming out of the metro and quite happily walking. Where are they crossing? Oh, they're going all the way to the end to cross. Yeah, so we'd need to put a crossing there. They're crossing over here fine and coming over here to the other metro, which is fantastic. Ooh, look at that. We're up to 60%. Things are going up, which is brilliant. How many people are using... Oh, we've got no buses, have we? I didn't put any buses in. Yeah, because we've used a lot of metro, I'm not overly concerned about that. Look at how many people are using these. So what you want to do is go through these and make sure there's not a load of people waiting. Like this one here, totally overloading. You could change your metro. I clicked that and it just entirely disappeared. You can change your metro to a vehicle with more. So that's 150. I think the subway train, the high capacity is like a huge metro. Subway train's got 400, so you could either do that and leave it at 2 vehicles, or to be honest on this one, I'm probably going to up it to 3. Yeah, we'll do that. And to be honest, just so we keep... Oh, that's okay. We don't need to go for the bigger one on there. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, again, that one. So subway train, and I'm going to up that to 3. And see how much of a difference that makes. Yeah, I'm using this in-game tool again down here, the traffic routes. And the main thing that's clogging up all of this is all of your trucks. So look, you can see them all coming down here. They're coming from outside the city, bringing goods in all over the place and clogging up all of these roads here. So what I'm going to do is put in a train line. We've got a train line that runs along here. I'm going to branch that off to over here somewhere. That's got some good access, because don't forget up here is mainly commercial, so that's where all your goods are going, is from one side of the city to the other by driving through the bit in the middle. Okay, so over here on the industry side, I've just set up a little cargo train station over here with a connection going in each direction. A little bit lumpy bumpy, but we'll just go with that. And then it goes over here. We do have it crossing over this road. I might make that into a bridge. But we'll leave that for now. And then it branches off this way. It goes underneath the highway. And then it just goes all the way around the coast over here and connects to... I've accidentally put a passenger train station there. Yeah, let me just switch that out. And there we go. Cargo train station over here. Looks like you need some power. We can hook you up with that. And I've got this connected with a one-way road going through this way. Whether I've got that the right way round, if they go in and come out and don't get in each other's way, that's good. Although people are using this as a cut-through, which is a bit of a pain, but never mind. We'll see how that goes. So I'm hoping that now what we're going to see is more cargo trains and less, people driving all the way across. Been moving these across here slowly. That is working nicely. And of course, as the game progresses and you unlock these, you can switch these out and instead have these down here. So we're going to pop some of those in. Yep, they're dropping off. There we go. So we're going to get a train. And where is that train going to? To the other cargo train terminal. So there we go. All of the stuff that's in here would have gone via truck, but now is instead being sent by train. So I just want to keep my eye on the trucks coming out. Yep. And then this is the bit where I've sort of hooked it up. Hopefully that doesn't become a problem. Yeah, everyone's getting in each other's way. I should have put give way signs on there, but I didn't. And we've got this extra little cul-de-sac here, but it's okay. It's keeping up with it. So that, slowly over time, should take away... Well, already, look, we can see there's less trucks coming down here. Remember before? Oh, look at that. Remember before, this was all chock-a-block. And then coming in here, it was all chock-a-block. So all of these coming from outside the city should soon go down. Did you know what? I am going to add a junction to this road here that crosses over. Just a very, very simple one. What I don't want is people crossing straight over. So I'm going to make that only left and right there. And left and right there. Because if they're going to cross over, they're going to go underneath. And I think we could possibly get away with give way rather than traffic lights. So it's one lane... Oh, it should be one lane coming off and then it goes into two lanes. So let me just change that. Yeah, one lane spreads out into two lanes. One lane spreads into two lanes. And then when it comes off, yeah, it's only one lane going down. That's what I want. There we go, like that. Excellent. So over here at the main highway entrance, all of those cargo vehicles, I'm trying to sort of help with that. So what I've done is I've put this little off-road, this little off-ramp here, comes into this junction with a traffic light on, and that stops any of the cargo that was coming all the way down here. Remember, it was all backed up. That's all gone down now, because instead of having to jostle with all the cargo coming from this direction off the map through this little junction here, they can split off through here and head off through the city, and it's not too busy. You know, that's okay. It's moving. And then all the cargo that's coming this way from outside the city that for some reason isn't using our trains, they were coming through here and backing up as well. So what I've done is I've added in another cargo train station over here. So as well as that one up there. So some of the trains are going to come from here, from our own little cargo industry area. And I've connected that onto that train track going in both directions, which is probably something I could do with this one. I mean, it's a terribly small junction, but I'm going to just do that there like that. So that means that this line that goes outside the city could use this track from either direction to bring things up to here, and also this one here that's connected both ways to here. I would connect it up better, but we don't have the square. So I've just sort of gone for, like this one here that's off the map already, a little teeny tiny connection. So what are we up to? Oh, 67%. Right, let me let it run a little bit longer and maybe adjust what I've done over here. Lots of people want to use this, obviously, and I'll be back to you. Oh, what I've noticed here is I haven't got a dedicated lane for going off, so a lot of these cars want to just go straight on. So if we do that, that will also help as well. There we go. Look, we can see them diving out of the traffic and going on, but already this has gone nearly all the way down and disappeared. There we go. So that's fine. This isn't backing up down here. That's not backing up down there. That is brilliant. Right, let's take a final look at what we're at, and we can see, look, much, much clearer down here, which is great. This is working fine over here. Yep, really pleased with the way it's gone. We are at 78%. which is good. I mean, probably with a little bit more tweaking, we could get it up to 80%, but as it is at the moment, I'm really pleased with the way this has turned out. So if you enjoyed my traffic fixing episodes, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe as well so you don't miss them, and check out the other video on the screen as well. If you wish to submit your city, there is a link in the description so you can do that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.